Hi, I'm Milt Flegg from Calgary, and this is our little greenhouse. And we are zone 3 here. Warm days, cold nights, which led us to want a greenhouse so we could especially extend the shoulder seasons. We purchased our greenhouse last summer, and it arrived middle of August, and with my son, we completed construction in September. I like the design. What sold us on it is we will have Chinook snows, which means in a day we will get 2 feet of snow. The reviews about snow load and hail protection was paramount. That's exactly what we want. I like the shape. The interior, the Quonset style, gives a lot of interior space. And another feature that I didn't think I liked or even notice is the fact that it's wider than it is deep. And especially facing the south here, that gives us a great sun. The biggest thing is that our short growing season. So it might be warm during the day, but like yesterday was 28, this morning was +5. And that's pretty typical from the middle of August until the first snow. So part of the reason is we never were able to have tomatoes ripen on the vine. And so now we're hoping that, obviously we're into tomatoes, we hope that we can do that for tomatoes and other crops. So, like I say, the snow, rain, it's survived the first winter and it will survive the rest. We've noticed too with the tempered polycarbonate, even though it can get 30 inside, the leaves don't burn, which is so important. I know people will try to DIY with glass or just the fiberglass paneling, and come plus 30, it's another. They'll just fry. In the spring, before we put our tomatoes in, we added raised beds, and we eat fresh lettuce from the end of March all the way through until the tomatoes take up the space. So basically it adds probably 6 weeks to 2 months on either side of the shoulders. So you'll notice I have a little Canadian Tire. It's called a milk room heater, and it's been great. I threw that in the first week of March, and even on 0 nights and minus nights, I was able to keep the temperature at +5 to +10. It worked really, really well. Like I said, the tomatoes, the fact that they'll vine ripen. In the past, for the last 15 years, we've had tomatoes, but they ripen on a dish on the table. So we're very excited. Again, the warranty and the reviews for snow load, hail protection, not going anywhere in the wind. We will get winds here that blow semis over on the road.
Wow.
So all those things led us to this. The prices were the same across the board, plus or minus a little bit. It's been great. I believe who answers me quickly every time is Greg. And it's like in the half hour, an hour, I get an answer. I think I had a few questions that, when I was putting in the auto window, I had a few questions about how to put it in, and he answered right away again. So there were no issues. As an afterthought, the tech support especially, and I have to do a plug for the YouTube videos, were perfect. They did exactly what I needed them to do, and I was able to actually have my computer set up beside my building. Every once in a while I would have to go and stop and rewind, but it worked really well. I would say go a full calendar year, maybe with 2 or 3 locations in mind, and go out
Try.
during the growing season at different times of the day and see how much sun there actually is.
Before they purchase it.
Before you purchase.
Oh,
Or
I see.
you can purchase, but before you decide where it goes. I grew up with gardens. And my parents grew everything. Like we rarely, for a family of 7, had to go to the grocery store for vegetables, even in the winter. Everything was harvested and frozen and put in a cold room. Always had a cold room. It's just it's a connection to the land. You know, it's we drove back from Saskatoon yesterday, and it was kind of cool that the combines were going and people were harvesting, and I guess it's a prairie thing. It's a connection to farming, even though I'm not a farmer. And you know what? It's kind of neat serving what you grew. As an investment, well, first of all, it's going to last for as long as I am going to be around, so there's no issue there. Do you ever make enough back by not having to buy your own food? I don't know, but it's a hobby. It's mental health. It's green. It's good for the environment. It's I don't know. It just feels good. So that's the investment.